Hi everyone, Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Tuesday morning after another stormy evening. Yesterday evening, I saw a lot more rain across the state. So again, Sunday night into early Monday and Monday evening saw showers, thunderstorms across the state. So again, some much needed rain across much of the region. And again, we did have to deal with some severe weather. There's some large hail, a couple reports of maybe some tornadoes up near the North Bend area. But again, it's time of the year when we get our moisture with the severe weather. And so I like to see as much of the moisture as we can with as little of severe weather as we can. I feel like for the most part we were able to kind of do that over the last 24 to 48 hours. So if you look at 48-hour precipitation totals, again, this is rolling 48 hours. So this would be from basically 9 a.m. Sunday morning through 9 a.m. This morning. And again, you can see across much of the state, very beneficial moisture across much of the region. A lot of areas reporting upwards of 1 to 2, if not upwards of 2.5 inches of moisture over the course of the last 48 hours, including here in the capital city, officially at the Lincoln Airport over the last 48 hours, 2.29 inches of rainfall recorded here in Lincoln. Columbus had even more, 2.6 inches of rainfall there, and at the Columbus area, around an inch and 2/3 for areas like York and Kearney, almost 2 inches in Grand Island. These areas that you see really shaded in the dark pink and purples, again, kind of across south central parts of the state. Those are areas that, again, at least according to the radar, maybe saw 3, 4, up to 5 inches of rain with some heavy thunderstorm activity late Sunday into early Monday, and then with additional rainfall that we had fall yesterday afternoon into yesterday evening as well. So again, we needed it. Drought monitor last week showed the entire state under some sort of drought conditions. Again, also the good news is the cutoff for the drought monitor is actually this morning, and so all this rainfall will be reflected in the latest drought monitor that's released on Thursday morning. So eagerly await to kind of see what changes come out of that rainfall with the drought monitor later this week. If you look at the Lincoln rainfall, this is the Lincoln Tempest stations. This doesn't include what fell Sunday evening before midnight. This is just Monday and just today. And again, you can see across the Lincoln Metro, rainfall totals between about 1 inch and 2 inches, even up to around 2.5 inches in parts of the southwestern part of the Lincoln Metro. Again, had that storm that did get a severe thunderstorm warning on it that impacted more of the southern half of the metro. And so we can see some slightly higher rainfall totals in those areas. That's where we see some 2.5 inch rainfall totals. But again, the northern, north central, kind of northeastern corner of the metro, a little bit less, so it kind of tracks with where the storms tracked through the area yesterday. But again, it's very beneficial, very much needed rainfall across the region. So if you look at the weather almanac, this is just the numbers from yesterday, 82 and 57 for a high and low. Again, officially yesterday, buck 76 for rainfall. Now for the month, we're at 2.5 inches of rain. So again, we were at 2100ths before we started seeing the rain Sunday night, now up to 2.5 inches for the month. Again, we still average almost 5 inches for the month of May in terms of our rainfall. So we're close to where we should be through this part of the month, but still need more because we're still 3.25 inches below normal for the entire year. Again, going into this stretch, we had 3.25 inches of liquid precipitation for the year, so we almost doubled it. Just with what we had over the last 48 hours, but now about 5.5 inches for the year, which is still a little more than 3 inches below normal. So while it was nice, very much needed, very much welcomed, we still need more of those soaking rains across the region. It looks like at least over the next day or two, going to be generally dry, but we will have some rain chances returning, unfortunately, into the holiday weekend for your Memorial Day weekend. So if you have any outdoor plans, maybe heading to the park, going camping, anything like that, we will want to keep an eye on the forecast. Also, it's going to be staying a little bit cooler than average really throughout the next week. So again, I know pools are opening this weekend. It may not exactly be pool weather just yet, though, as we'll see some cooler than normal temperatures through much of this week. Low temperatures this morning dropping down into the 30s in a few spots in the Sand Hills, but it was 30s and 40s and the low 50s across the state. Low temperatures across the Lincoln Metro generally in the low 50s early this morning, and right now, again, still dealing with a few spotty showers out there. You can see some of the water there on the lens there in O'Neill and north central Nebraska. Cloudy skies, though, for O'Neill, Lincoln, as well as Grand Island. A little bit of blue sky there in North Platte. Here in the capital city, We'll call it a cool 53 degrees at the Lincoln Airport, 51 here at the studios. West-northwest winds at 13 miles an hour. Will be a breezy to windy day today. Dew points falling back into the 40s for us, so pretty comfortable in terms of our humidity. Temperatures on the Lincoln Tempest Station sitting in the low 50s across the Lincoln area, and then temperatures across the state as of the 9 o'clock hour, ranging from the low 40s to the low 50s. Dew point numbers, again, have fallen back into the 30s and 40s for most, right around 50 degrees along the river. So, again, pretty comfortable in terms of the humidity, but the wind is going to be the issue as we head through the day today. Sustained this morning, anywhere between 10, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Strongest winds there right now, Broken Bow and Lexington, sustained around 30 to 35 miles an hour, with winds gusting across the state between 25, 35 up to 45 miles an hour. And I think as we head through the day today, that's going to be the issue, is some blustery, breezy to windy conditions across the area. We'll be looking for those winds gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour at times, I think, as we head into this afternoon here in Lincoln and across much of the eastern sections of the state. So, again, that'll be something we have to watch for. And with the below average temperatures and the blustery wind, it's going to be just kind of a cool day. Again, it's going to feel more like an early spring day as opposed to a late spring day, with temperatures maybe not even getting out of the 40s for some parts of the state later this afternoon. Satellite radar picture shows generally dry conditions across the state. Again, we've had a few kind of spotty showers here and there early this morning, but again, otherwise pretty dry. If we look at the visible satellite imagery, we can again see some of the cloud cover across kind of the northern and eastern sections of the state. Some sunshine for western and southwestern Nebraska. If we zoom out and kind of look at a regional view of the visible satellite picture, again, we can kind of see the spin of that area of low pressure that kind of brought in the stormy weather over the last day or so. It gets kind of spinning across now parts of Iowa and kind of headed off towards the Great Lakes region, but you can see a lot of cloud cover across much of the central and northern plains into the Great Lakes region. And again, I think we're going to continue to see a lot of cloud cover as we head through the day today and even into the day tomorrow at times as well. So zoom out, look at a regional view. You can see a lot of that rain across parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, into Wisconsin, parts of northern Iowa, stretching out as far east as parts of Ohio with this system. And again, even still had seen some snow overnight in some of the higher elevations there in parts of western South Dakota with this system as well. You zoom out, look at a national view. Again, see some rain, showers, thunderstorms stretching, again, across much of the northern tier of the country, and then some thunderstorms stretching from parts of Tennessee back into parts of South Texas, and have a tornado warning that's there in parts of southwestern Tennessee, some severe thunderstorm warnings across parts of South Texas. You look at the weather alerts, again, things right now, at least this morning, are pretty quiet, but again, there will be another threat for some severe weather today, mainly for areas off to our south and off to our east. Thankfully, here at home today, we should see some quieter weather. We can see locally across the region, we do have some flood warnings that are currently in place from the heavy rains that we've seen over the last 48 hours, not only here, but across parts of Missouri, Kansas, down into Oklahoma. So if we check out Skycast, look at the in-house model here. Again, I think as we head through the day today, we're generally dry. There could be a few spotty showers that kind of rotate their way through the area, but look for mainly cloudy skies for much of us as we head through the morning hours into the afternoon. Again, I think we'll see some breaks in the clouds for parts of western and southwestern Nebraska, but much of eastern and northeastern Nebraska going to be socked in with cloud cover as we head through most of the day today with those breezy to windy west and northwest winds. As we head towards tonight, try and clear out some of that cloud cover at least. Skies eventually becoming partly cloudy, but winds staying a little bit on the blustery side even into this evening and even into the overnight hours tonight. Winds, again, will still hang around as we head into the day tomorrow, but we should see, I think, a little bit more sunshine. But Wednesday we'll also see another chance for some quick moving showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm kind of moving from west to east across the state, so can't rule out maybe a little bit of rain as we head through the day tomorrow, but again, not much. Again, generally less than 1/10 of an inch is what we're expecting for any moisture totals with any of those showers tomorrow. By 10 o'clock Wednesday evening, should be looking at mostly clear to partly cloudy skies, and again, maybe a lingering shower or two across the area. And then into the day on your Thursday, we should be looking at mainly sunny skies, a few clouds out there, temperatures trying to warm up just a little bit, and we should be generally dry across the region. If you look at the precipitation potential over the next 3 days, it's going to be pretty light. Again, generally less than 1/10 of an inch across much of the state. Really not much for us here in eastern Nebraska. If you look at the 7-day precipitation potential, again, we do see those chances tick pick back up as we head towards the Memorial Day weekend. So again, as I mentioned at the top, if you have any Memorial Day weekend plans, especially if they're outside, we'll want to keep an eye on the forecast as we head towards the weekend. As far as the severe weather outlook today, again, as I mentioned, there is a risk for areas off to our south and to our east. We have an enhanced risk across much of those areas. Again, here at home, we should be dry. Tomorrow, again, no severe threat, but can't rule out maybe a quick hitting shower, an isolated thunderstorm or two moving from west to east across the state. And then into the day on Thursday, no severe weather threat, but we can't rule out maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm across the western sections of the state. So if we zoom in, take a closer look at Skycast statewide view, again, through the day today, I think we're going to be dealing with a lot of cloud cover, breezy to windy west and northwest winds through the day, gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour. Again, maybe a spotty shower kind of here or there, but generally dry as we head through the day today and then into this evening. That wind will settle down just a little bit, but it'll still remain a bit on the breezy side for us, even as we head through the overnight hours tonight and then into the day on your Wednesday. I think we'll see a mix of sunshine and cloud cover, and again into the afternoon and evening, a few isolated to widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms are going to be possible across the area. Now, as far as temperatures today, again, like I mentioned, it is going to be a cool day today. We're going to see well below average temperatures, especially for the northern tier of the state, where we could see temperatures not get out of the 40s. So looking at highs in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees for parts of north central Nebraska, but kind of from northeast to southwest, highs from the low 50s to the low 70s. Here in Lincoln, we're going to say 61 degrees for a high temperature today. Also 61 in Grand Island, 67 in North Platte, low 70s for Imperial and McCook. They'll be the warm spots as we head through the day today. Low temperatures tonight will be chilly, especially for parts of central and western Nebraska, with lows falling down into the upper 30s. We'll go low to mid 40s here in Lincoln and across the eastern sections of the state. High temperatures tomorrow do get a little bit better, but still below normal and still on the cool side. We're going to go upper 60s to low to mid 70s across much of the 10-11 coverage area. Coolest readings in the northeast, where I think they'll see the most cloud cover through the day. Mid 60s for areas like Wayne, O'Neill, and potentially Norfolk. Into Thursday morning, again chilly again with upper 30s and low 40s for most. Thursday afternoon, staying in the mid 60s to mid 70s. Warmest readings in south and western parts of the state. In Lincoln, we'll say 67, 68 in Grand Island, 75 in North Platte. Friday morning, a little bit warmer. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s for most to start the day. Friday afternoon, though, staying in the 60s and 70s for much of the coverage area. 70s and maybe some low 80s in the far west and southwest. And then into Memorial Day weekend, at least to start the weekend on Saturday, it's upper 40s, low 50s for Saturday. But then Saturday afternoon, temperatures still upper 50s, upper 60s across much of the state. 7-day forecast in Lincoln has temperatures right now we're going with 60s in the mid to upper 60s generally over the next 7 days. Again, kind of unusual for mid to late May, I feel like, to see that many 60s in a row, but that's what we're going to go with. Again, small chance for some moisture today and tomorrow. Breezy to windy conditions expected, mainly dry Thursday, but then Friday into the Memorial Day weekend, we're going to see those chances for showers and thunderstorms. And again, as we always kind of got to do in May, anytime there's a chance for some thunderstorms, especially once you get into late May, we'll also want to watch for the potential for some severe weather into the holiday weekend for us as well. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. You can see the pattern. Again, cooler today and really over the course of the next week with some warmer weather looming as we head towards the end of the forecast period, sort of towards the middle and end of the week next week, where some 70s and 80s are back into the forecast. Dew point, temperatures for us over the course of the next 10 days still look like they'll be fairly comfortable, so not a ton of humidity for us as we head over the next week to 10 days. Rainfall chances, again, are kind of scattered both today, tomorrow, dry on Thursday, but then into the weekend, we're going to keep an eye on those rain chances returning to the forecast. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Again, looks similar to what it has been over the last couple days, and that's favoring cooler than normal conditions for parts of eastern Nebraska and favoring warmer than normal conditions for parts of western Nebraska. And right now, kind of equal chances for both above and below average precip across the area. It looks like it favors above average precip for parts of the southern plains, below average precip as you head across the northern plains into the Great Lakes. So something we'll keep an eye on. Again, the rain that we've seen over the last day or so has certainly been welcome, certainly been nice, but as I mentioned, we still need more as we're still short on our rainfall. And so again, Still need more to get out of the drought that we are currently in across much of the state. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. Again, not a whole lot for us to look out for today other than the cooler and breezy conditions. So again, make sure grab the jacket as you head out the door for the day today. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone has a nice Tuesday. Until next time, we'll see you later.